Boom, baby. Nate Diaz is gonna fight Matt Brown. Wait, huh? So we know what Nate Diaz is capable of doing. He's a boxer, jiu-jitsu fighter with an 18-10 record, and the only time he's really had a hard time fighting is when he fought at 170 pounds, losing to Dong Young Kim, Rory McDonald, Josh Thompson, and just most people at 170 he has a hard time against. But he has beaten a lot of top dudes, and my thing is, he's gone on a tremendously great fighting win streak. So right now he's on a win-loss record, losing against Rafael Dos Anjos by complete domination. And my thing is, when you fight a Diaz brother, they're always going to come forward, always going to throw down, and they have some of the best boxing in the game. The only thing that I know about the Diaz brothers that is lacking is the tremendously good wrestling. So if you can wrestle them down, you're probably going to win this fight. So what Matt Brown is capable of doing, he's on a 21-13 record, losing to Robbie Lawler and to Johnny Hendricks, are two beastly ass dudes. Johnny Hendricks out-wrestled him, so you know when you fight Johnny Hendricks, you're going to get wrestled down. And when you fight a Diaz brothers, and when you fight against Matt Brown, they're not going to be taking you down. They're going to stand and bang, and he was on a 7-fight win streak until this fight. So when you get these two guys in the cage, what's going to happen? I think both these guys are going to throw down and just annihilate each other. Who has better boxing? I think the Diaz brothers have better boxing than Matt Brown. Matt Brown is just one of those dudes who can take a hell of an ass whooping and keep on coming. But with the Diaz brothers, he knows how to get in someone's mind. They talk a lot of shit and they back it up. Look what happened to Nate Diaz versus Cowboy Donald Cerrone. That's one of the greatest fights of all time for Nate. He just stood there, threw about 200 punches. They don't gas out. That's one thing you don't see with the Diaz brothers, gassing out. So Nate Diaz versus Matt Brown is going to be one of those fights that is real crazy. Matt Brown is ranked at number 5 at the welterweight division. I heard this fight is going to be UFC 189, but it's going to be on the undercard. Do you guys think Nate Diaz versus Matt Brown should be on the undercard fight? Like, it's the main event of the undercard, which to me is not saying much, because yes, this fight card is the same fight card that Jose Aldo will be fighting Conor McGregor, but you got to look at it this way. These two dudes are world class. They're one of the 2 top guys in their division, and they're going to be fighting on the undercard. That's crazy, but this fight might happen, it might not. I just heard through the MMA Hour, Ariel Helwani's podcast, that this fight is possibly going to happen. It might not. But let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see Matt Brown versus Nate Diaz? Do you think it's going to be a hell of a fight? Because these guys don't wrestle you to the ground. They don't. They just like to stand and bang. And I think Nate Diaz is a great boxer, a more well-rounded fighter to Matt Brown. I think I'm more of a Matt Brown fan than a Nate Diaz fan, but I think Nate Diaz has the better boxing, but the durability goes to Matt Brown. So with that being said, remember to rate, hate, comment, subscribe. I'm going to say Matt Brown's going to win because Nate has a hard time fighting people at 170. It's just he gets a little bit outclassed, a little bit more muscled. And that's just all I got to say, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace on the street. Deuces.